Hi, my name is Olufemi Williams. I'm your host pharmacist at mywebpharmacist.com. So today I would like to share an article that I wrote about a year ago, May 2019. It's on how to solve the problem of drug addiction, just my own opinion. My two previous videos on this topic, one was asking a question: can early education stop the menace of drug addiction? I'd like you to watch that too. And then I also had another video, the world of addiction. I'd like you to watch that too. So at the end of this video, please subscribe so that you can see other videos, or you could just search for the YouTube videos with these topics. But today, we're going to talk about how to solve the problem of drug addiction. It is my opinion that addiction is a global emergency and should be given the same attention that we give any global epidemic. Some countries are affected more than others, but this can change very easily. It could start little, and before you know it, the whole society is engulfed in this problem. So in this article, of course, I referred to my previous article. And at the end of this video, there's going to be a link below so that you can actually read the article from the website. So I'm going to give you the direct link at the bottom of this YouTube video. So, important: prevention, prevention, prevention. Because addiction is so difficult to treat, it will be reasonable to solve this problem of addiction by preventing the onset in the first place. So how do you prevent people from starting or continuing the use of these substances? I'm a very strong proponent of public education to curb societal problems. In this case, I am thinking that the education should be started very early. Teach our young ones as early as the elementary school, before they are 12, as soon as they can understand. Begin to teach the children. My first thought is to add it to the school curriculum. There are a lot of things they teach our children in schools which have no bearing, in my opinion, have no bearing on the real life they're going to live. As I said in another place, I saw that they were teaching our children about dinosaurs. It's important, yeah, it might be important, but add things like drug abuse prevention to the school curriculum at a very early age. Don't wait until they're in middle school or high school when they're above 12, because some of them might have already been introduced. Start very early so that they already are armed with the information. They'll be able to make a decision if anybody introduces any substance to them, whether they know the name or not, because these substances change. They keep changing, they keep modifying them. But when they're introduced to something, they'll always think twice if they already have the information. Most of the time, the reason why our young ones are started on these things is because they have no clue as to what the end result of taking this medication is. They are only told about the immediate pleasures, the immediate good effects. No one tells them about the long-term devastation. So, my suggestion is create short classes or courses that can teach the simple process of substance abuse and misuse, and how to avoid being unknowingly initiated. So you can produce short videos or short classes, things like that. Teach them make it something that they will be able to understand quickly, very short, probably a 2-minute video, so that that information sinks into their subconscious, so that they are ready whenever they are introduced to this. The second way, I think, is that you should get the entertainment industry involved. We all know how powerful the entertainment industry is. We know how much influence that Disney, Hollywood, Bollywood, Nollywood, depending on which country, we know how powerful they are, how much influence they have on our youth and even on people. Get the entertainment industry involved. Any way that these young ones, whatever we know that they listen to, let them begin to talk to them, produce short movies that will make them understand the consequences of drug addiction, the ways you get introduced to it. And don't just say, stop it. You have to get them to have an understanding so that they'll be able to know why you're telling them not to take these things. We know that our young ones sometimes have problem with authority, or authority figures, but I know they listen. They listen to things they watch on TV, they listen to movies, they listen to all kinds of things online now. Get it out there so that they can see it. So get the entertainment industry involved. Talk about it. Now, this is the hard part, because a lot of us find it very difficult to communicate with our children. It's not everybody, but sometimes you just leave the children, and most of what they learn is from outsiders. You see, if you don't talk to them, they'll listen to someone else. Don't be afraid to talk to these children. Don't wait until they do something wrong before you talk to them. Talk to them, play with them, ask questions. You could even ask, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about drugs? What do you think about smoking? And because you yourself would have already been well informed, you can listen to them and then tell them exactly what goes on. Tell them, like I tell my children when we're arguing, we say, let's Google it and see what Google says. Get them involved, let them research it, let them be involved in finding out about these things so that they know that it's not just mommy or daddy talking. This is good, real information. Talk about it. Don't be afraid to talk to your children, because if you don't talk to them, somebody else will. So please discuss with them. So, as I said, and you can read, I said, sometimes I have to try very hard not to butt in with my own ideas before they have concluded with their own view of the topic. So anytime I tell them to, let's discuss a topic, I just try to keep quiet and let them finish what they're saying. I know it's sometimes difficult, but let them speak, let them talk, especially as they're growing older, especially, when they think they know everything, let them talk, and then after they finish, you can now just add, not as an argument, just say, this also is another point of view. And, let them understand that you're not trying to push something down, push some ideas down their throat, but they'll be able to understand that you really care and you want to listen to them too. I also talk here, says, when you talk with your children, it lets them know where they stand in relation to that topic. And then, I can, it lets me know where they stand, and then I can now tell them what I know about that topic. And it plants an alternative view in their minds. So maybe this is what they think about a particular thing. This is what they think about addiction. And then I can tell them, these are the other ways people can get addicted. So even if you are not an expert, you can still just listen and think about the answers that you hear from your children. It is very important. They have so much information, and you'll be surprised how much good and bad information has been fed to them. So please talk to the children. It is very important at whatever age. Don't, even after they've gone to college, when they come home, ask them about their experiences, ask them about their friends, ask them new ideas they've learned. It is very, very important. So for those who have already been addicted to one substance or the other, there is treatment out there. It could be addiction can be a very complicated and difficult to treat um, disease, because we can consider it as a disease now. So you might need to reach out to the addiction clinics. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just a disease. It just happen to be unfortunate that you've been exposed to this. The treatment of the substance abuse or misuse depends on the substance or the substances that this individual is addicted to. So the user and the user's environmental variables are also important. So that's why it's not a one size fits all, and that's why most of the time people need to actually go to an addiction treatment clinic where they can handle it. Specialists, there's some specialists who this is just what they do, and they'll be able to find out the best course of treatment for each individual. So this video, of course, cannot treat you, but the purpose of this video is just to propose long-term solutions. And as I said, number one, add it to the school curriculum at a very early stage. Number two, get the entertainment industry involved. Number three, talk about it. Talk about it. And then, of course, there are the treatments where you actually have to see a professional. So in conclusion, addiction is very complicated and difficult to treat, and therefore prevention is a very important global strategy in solving the problem. Once an individual is addicted or hooked, there is little or nothing that individual can do to help himself or herself. It's something. For many medications, many substances, the person becomes helpless. So we need to support. The person needs support from family and friends, and this is very crucial. You cannot give up on anybody who is addicted to a substance. That person really needs the support of family and friends. Do not think that it's just a bad habit. And as you will see in my previous videos, I really explain that at a stage it becomes a brain disorder, and it is not that person who doesn't want to change. It's just what has happened. So prevention is the most important thing. For those of you who have friends or contacts in in the government, the lawmakers, try to begin to pass this idea to them. Share this video with them. Let them know that you have to do something. You can't just wait until the person is addicted and then start pumping money into treating the addiction. You should begin to pump your money and resources into the prevention. It is very important. For any society to be strong, we need our youth, to be strong and to be in their right senses. So please begin to look at, dealing with this problem from a very early age, from the elementary. And I would like you can make comments, suggestions, questions below. I'll be posting this in many places, but You can like it on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. Like it, share it, and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our videos here at my web, pharmacist.com. Thank you for listening. Bye.